Hi, I'm Mary, and today we are beginning our second national lockdown here in the UK, which, yes, sucks, but this is also an amazing opportunity. If you want to, you can turn this lockdown into the best thing that's ever happened to you. Time is the most valuable thing we have, and now you have so much more to spend on yourself. You don't have to go out to dinner with your friends, you don't have to spend hours in the mall. You have all this time and you can spend it on you. So, here are my tips for turning this lockdown into a home run. Number one, start your day off with an amazing morning routine. Give yourself about 2 hours, and in the first hour, work on your body and mind. Do some exercises, do some yoga, finish with a meditation. You don't have to spend an hour, you can make it shorter than that, but work on your body, work on your mind, give yourself that time, and then after that, reward yourself by giving yourself a nice amount of time, like an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, to have breakfast. Make yourself something that you look forward to every day, and while you're eating it, you can watch your favourite show. I find that having this routine helps me to get out of bed in the morning, like look forward to getting out of bed in the morning and doing my morning routine, which I really enjoy. I've been doing it for about this exact one probably for about 2.5 years. I look forward to doing it, so that gets me out of bed. And then I know once I've done all of that, I get to have the best breakfast experience watching my favourite show. If you turn it into something that you really enjoy, then it sets you up for the day so perfectly. If you're working from home, have work clothes and get ready for work. Like, take a little bit of time, 10 minutes or something, to just get ready for work, put your work clothes on, and only wear those clothes for work. Set yourself an exact start time and finish time for work. Give yourself good breaks too, where you go and do something, maybe go for a walk, and make sure when you finish that you change out of your work clothes and put something else on. This will signal to your mind that, okay, I'm in this mode or I'm in this mode. Tick sheets. It's amazing what you can do just by having stuff on a tick sheet. I'm going to show you an example. Here's a photo of a tick sheet that I used previously. You can see in the left-hand column, I've got all of the things that I want to do on a daily basis that I've set as my routine and my goals. And then I have the dates. And every time I do one of those, I can tick it off. This gives me, as it will you, a hit of dopamine. It's actually amazing how much you can achieve just in 5 or 10 minutes a day. In 5 minutes of working on one part of your body, for example, just 5 minutes a day will make a difference. I wrote a book by doing 10 minutes of writing a day. Decide what it is you'd like to work on. It could be your voice, a part of your body, a book that you want to write, anything. You can have multiple things in a day, obviously. Put that on your tick sheet. Do your best every day to do all of those things. It takes 21 days to form a habit. This lockdown is going to be at least a month. So imagine all of the great habits that you can form during this lockdown. This can really be the best thing that could ever happen to you. We are our own creators, so you can use this time to get better at anything you want, be it guitar practice, piano, some kind of sport, speed reading. There's so many things that you can use this time to do. Put it on your tick sheet. It will help to keep you on task. It will help you to do those things. Next tip, even if you're not working, even if you don't have a job, break from the routine and give yourself weekends. Mark these days by doing something different. Have an extra long bath, maybe take a flask of something hot and go for a long walk and drink it in the forest or by the river. They say a change is as good as a rest. I always find that by the time the weekend's done, I'm like eager to get back into my routine because I've set one that I really like. My next tip, Give yourself screen-free time every day. Have a designated time when maybe your phone is in another room, the TV's definitely not on, your laptop is not on, you're not looking at anything. Not just when you're out having a walk. Have some time at home when you're not doing anything that involves looking at a screen, looking at social media. If it's really difficult for you to go any amount of time, then start small. Say, right, okay, I'm gonna put this aside for half an hour, but increase it so that you're having more screen-free time. We spend too much time looking at screens, don't we? Go for a walk, not just because of the exercise, but so that you can refresh your energy. If you're staying in the house and not moving very much, it's really important to get out there and breathe some different air, refresh your energy. That's the best way I can put it. You need to keep moving throughout the day too. If you think about all the movement that you're cutting out by not going to work or to see your friends or all the other things that you do most of the time, there's so much less movement, which can be good in some ways and not so much in others. So add in that movement to your routine. Go for a walk, but don't just go for a walk. Move in your house. You can dance. You could set 5 minutes of dancing time for every hour. Why not? Emotions. Be mindful of your emotions. Manage your emotions. If you feel down, do something to lift yourself, like laughing yoga. If you are not sure how you're feeling, use an emotions wheel to try and identify what you're feeling. It's really important when you're spending a lot of time by yourself to pay attention to your emotions. You can learn so much about yourself by just focusing, becoming aware of how you are feeling. And of course, if you're not feeling very good, then you have to take action steps to make yourself feel better. There are loads of things you can do. All you have to do is search and find them. If you're really anxious, for example, you can do something like EFT or the havening technique is another really good one. Manage your emotions, take care of yourself on an emotional level. What I've found from spending time in isolation is that yeah, of course, you're going to have ups and downs. As long as you have the strategies to be able to cope with that yourself, then you can turn this into such an amazing experience. It's amazing what you'll learn about yourself through becoming aware of your emotions like that. Study something, do a course, or read a book, but actively participate in it. You could maybe take 20 minutes a day to read a book where it gives you activities to do, or there are loads of online courses. Do it. If there's something you always wanted to learn about, this is your opportunity. Read, study, get better at something. Add it to your tick sheet, even if you don't have to. Get dressed. Don't give in to wearing pajamas and your slouchy clothes all day. This will probably make you feel depressed eventually. So get dressed, wear something nice, make yourself feel good. Set aside some time every day that's your housework time, washing up time. This is where you're spending all your time, so you need to have it feeling, clean and tidy enough. Like I said, you don't have to be OCD about it, but don't sit around with dirty dishes, and it's important to make sure where you're spending the majority of your time feels good, makes you feel good. So important that we eat food that nourishes our body. So use some of this extra time that you have available to prepare yourself nutritious food. And of course, don't forget to add in free time, play time into your daily schedule. Of course, free time is you can do whatever you want. Just go with the flow and see what you feel like. If that means playing video games or going on social media, make sure it's a limited amount of time. It's so easy, isn't it, to waste so much of a day of just scrolling. Like spending hours scrolling is not going to bring you anything good. So use your free time well. But if you want to use it doing that, then do it. But set a timer, and when that timer finishes, it's time to go on to your next thing. One of your projects, maybe maybe doing your reading. Use your time well. This is your time for you to use to better yourself. So do it. These have been my tips that come from personal experience of spending either lots of time in isolation or working from home. These are the ways that I have found to be most effective for spending your days at home and not socializing and not going places. Honestly, if you do all of these things, by the time we come out of lockdown, you'll find that you're better in lots of ways. It all sounds so simple, and maybe you already know all of these things, and maybe you're already doing all of these things. But if not, then I hope that some of this has been helpful to you, and tell me all of the ways that you have improved by the end of this lockdown. I can't wait to hear about it. I have to add that this is not just a way to live during lockdown, it's a way to live all the time. It's a way of life. You'll find that you create this wonderful way of life that you want to stick to long after we come out of lockdown. You are always worth investing in. So invest this time in yourself. Thank you for listening if you have made it this far, and stay well. Bye.